What's up, world? It's your boy Aychebe that's checking in for Vintage Spot. And if you've been keeping up with my company, you know that I used to do this 2 years ago or whatever, but I had to slow down because business started beginning to pick up. So I want to thank everybody who even turned their way and got my services for the past 2 years. Big thank you. Much love and much success to you and yours and your family and whatever else you try to do in life, man. I wish you the best of luck. Thank you again. I wanted to start this back up because I'm starting to see a lot of things in this world where a lot of people are asleep. Now the people who somewhat up, or the people who are wide awake, we refer to people who are asleep as sheep. And the reason why we call those people sheep is because they'll follow anything. Wherever the crowd goes, they go. Whenever the crowd stops, they stop. Whenever the crowd does anything, they do the exact same thing. So that's why I call it the Vintage Spot Pound Sheep. And it's not to make fun of anybody, it's not to pick at anybody, it's not to say that I'm better than you. It's just this world that we live in is very dark. And we have to start awakening the people because the people are the ones who have the true control. To the earthly elite, the small percentage that really has a lot of control over this world, I'm not here to become your enemy. You may look at me as one, but I'm not here to do that. I'm here to just tell the truth. I'm here to spread love. I'm here to open up eyes. I'm here to teach. That's what we're all here for. We're here to teach. So this series of Vintage Spot Pound Sheep is not to attack any individual. It's not to attack any entity. It's not to attack any groups of people. It's just to awaken everybody and try to come to a, if you want to say, same agenda. So with this first episode of Vintage Spot Pound Sheep, I'm just going to give you 10 rules and teach people, help people, be a shoulder for people, be an ear for people. Things might change a little. Now, I don't know. The only thing I can do is the same thing he asks you to do. Have faith in him. So when he asks you to do something, just do it. More than likely it's for the best cause, for the best reason for you. My first rule is to stay patient. Stay patient. A lot of us, we want things when we want it, how we want it, where we want it. And I totally agree and I totally understand it. But sometimes, if you get things prematurely, you won't appreciate it. If you get things too prematurely, it won't last. What's the saying? Good things come to those who wait. You have to stay patient. Rule number 2 is to stay humble and stay prayed up close to God. You have to stay humble. You have to stay humble. You can't, even if you're good at what you do, you have to stay humble. You don't run off and talk about how good you are because that can be taken away from you quickly, immediately. Stay humble. Stay prayed up, man. It goes, like I said, it goes with the rule number 1, staying patient. Keep praying to God for patience. Keep praying. And even if you don't pray for patience and you're praying for something, you still have to be patient because it's going to come. It's just not going to come on your accord. You have to understand that. If you don't, you have a very hard time in life. Very hard time in life. Rule number 3, love. If you know one common factor between all groups of people, no matter what color, no matter what region they come from, they have an emotion called love. They may not love what you love, and vice versa. But we all have the same common emotion, which is love. Respect it. If you don't like somebody, stay away from them. Simply put. Don't go cause harm because you don't like somebody. Don't go cause harm because if somebody did something to you. It's easier to sit here and be like, well, he did something to me, so I have to do something back. I understand. But what does that fix? Nothing. It just perpetuates the cycle that we are all familiar with, that we stuck in. But then we all say, let's stop the cycle. How can we stop the cycle? with love. Rule number 4, be the best at anything that you apply yourself to. I remember growing up, my mother always told me, no matter what you do, be the best at it. She used to use an example, if you're going to be a janitor, if you're going to be a toilet bowl cleaner, you better be the best damn toilet bowl cleaner there is. Didn't understand it, but now that I have a son that's 6, I get on him about that. People, anything you decide to do, you have to give it your all. A lot of people don't give it their all and then question God, like, why didn't this happen? Why I didn't get this? Why didn't this manifest? Because you know in the bottom of your heart, you did not try as hard as you could have. Those times when you slept in, you could have been working hard at what you do. Them times you was partying, you could have been working hard at what you do. Them times you was bullshitting, you could have been working hard at what you do. Never take the time that's given to you for granted, because you never know when your time is up, young or old. Always, listen to me, people. Always be the best at what you do, no matter what the fuck it is. Always do the best that you can do. If you decide to do it with all of your effort. Do it with all of your heart. Do it. Be wise of the company you keep around you. Self-explanatory. Everybody around you does not have the best interest for you. Bottom line, you can't go hang around people who only want to hang around you when it's convenient or beneficial to them. You have to have the mind, you have to have the vision to see that. A lot of people just want to be around certain individuals thinking like, oh, okay, I'm cool, I'm part of the cool crowd, or I'm part of this group I always wanted to be a part of. But do they benefit you as well as you benefit them? Think about that. Everybody does not deserve your attention. Be wise of the words that you use towards individuals. I learned that in 2012. When you're upset, never respond back. Never make decisions when you're emotional. Never say anything when you're emotional. Don't talk to people when you're emotional. Wait till you calm down. Because sometimes you be so emotional, you may say something that you may regret. But you can't explain that to an individual after you done said it to them that you was upset or that you was hurt. Be wise of the words that you use towards people. Be original. Yeah, you may sit here and say that you're original, but you're really not, because you've seen how this person did this, or how they dressed, or what they did, and how they dressed, all that, and you pick it up from them. Be original, because you never know. If you be yourself, you could be the next person everybody else copies. Always be yourself. Be true to yourself, man. Don't ever cheat yourself. Don't ever cheat yourself because you think this is cool. Never. Always be yourself. Always be authentic. Never a replica. Be genuine, man. Real shit. Number 8. Never cherish earthly possessions. It's cool to have this, it's cool to have that. But at the end of the day, you really can't take that shit with you at all. I'm sure you heard that before, but honestly, we work so hard to just get certain materialistic things just to show off. Because we think about it, we don't want a Maybach, we don't want Mercedes-Benz because we wanted it. We want to get it just so we can go back and prove to the people, for whatever reason, that we got it. Because at the time, we don't even keep up with it. You know what I'm saying? So, never cherish earthly possessions. Never work hard to gain things to show off. And that goes back to my second rule where I said stay humble. Rule number 9. Believe half of what you see, nothing you hear. Sometimes people bring you things to alter your mind. Sometimes people do different things just for whatever reason. Sometimes it's not even people who bring you the information or the news or what you see. Sometimes you can't trust on your carnal mind to lead you. Say you have a carnal mind and you have a spiritual mind. Your carnal mind is the one that the devil can tap into and play with. But the spiritual mind, the devil cannot reach into it. And sometimes when you have good things going on in your life, as far as a job, relationship with an individual, whenever you're happy, the devil does not want to see it. He's going to test that carnal mind of yours. But you have to step back from your carnal mind, because your carnal mind is what sees, hears, and feels, and all this stuff. That's what the carnal mind does. The devil can tap into that. But you have to have a spiritual mind that is very strong, just as strong or stronger than your carnal mind. And if you can't do that, then the carnal mind is going to win every time. Rule number 10, man. Learn how to enjoy your ups and downs in life. Because you can't always expect great things to happen to you. Because then that's when you're going to think, and that's when your mind is going to become programmed to think that everything you do is going to turn gold for you, like King Midas. No. You have to have those rainy days to appreciate the sun. So always embrace every negative aspect that happens to you, even if it's unfair, even if it's just, whatever the case may be, man. You have to understand. You have to appreciate everything that the Creator, God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, throws at you. Those are the 10 rules that I personally had to live by. Now you may have your own 10. You may even go by the actual 10 commandments. But if anybody watch this video and take heed to anything I said, I greatly appreciate you and your time. And share this video to anybody that you think needs to hear this. Even if they don't want to watch it, you still share it, man, because that's a part of life. You can't just let a person just fall down into the dark pits of hell, man. You gotta at least try. You gotta at least try. You can't sit here and know what they're doing and don't even try, then want to criticize them and judge them. That's what's going on with the youth now. A lot of people talking about how crazy the youth are, how they wear their clothes, how they do drugs. But none of y'all are the ones that's trying to go out there and talk to them. You see them, you turn your head and act like they don't exist. But yet you got everything to say about them. The focus should be on the young generation, the ones that are in high school, that's about to become tomorrow's leaders. We have to teach them. We have to focus on them. And if you can't do that, don't judge them. I'm sorry, just don't judge them. We all come from different walks of life. Some came from an easier past than others. Never judge. Don't judge someone just because they sin differently from you.